So do you agree with what Mickey Factz said recently, not too long ago?
What did he
see
say?
He said?
No.
Eminem was not, I repeat, not a battle rapper. He was an underground artist who participated in rap competitions. Battle rappers take weeks and months to prepare for their opponent. Battle rappers were birthed at Mook versus Lux. MCs before that freestyled or wanted music careers.
That's true to some extent. Not 100%, because there was dudes that were just basically into battle rap though back then. That only cared about being battle rappers. You know, some of them still battle. Like Thesaurus. He started existing in the early 2000s, freestyle battles out west. You know, Ilmac and shit. Ilmac tried to move on to other shit, but Thesaurus, he never really, doesn't seem like I'm sure he's done some tunes, but he never really tried to do too much with music, you know?
Right.
As an example. So it wasn't just that, but yeah, I get what he's saying. It kind of, you know, the move.
I don't agree with the part about Mook and Lux is when it started. I don't really think that.
I think that might have elevated it and commercialized it a little bit.
Definitely elevated it.
Yeah, made it a little more commercially viable where everybody wanted to do it and make that their thing. But, you know, you had the grind mode stuff or grind time. Grind mode's the ciphers I do. And grind time. Yeah, you had grind time and some of that stuff popping up that made it like a thing. You know.
Well, Mook versus Lux, I think he's talking about that was before Grind Time. That was on Smack DVD.
Yeah, that was Smack. But I feel like that shit was still going on though. Like other people were doing stuff. I forget how it was. I forget the timelines at this point.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to keep up with the.
Yeah, I was dialed. Actually, I might not. That's not the last time I battled because I did Super Bowl. I won Super Bowl.
Right. That was my next question for you. So.
That might have been the last time I battled, maybe.
Yeah. In 2005, you battled in the Super Bowl battles and beat Rhymefest and won $5,000, right?
Yeah, that was cool. I like that.
How did that come about?
Geez. Clear Channel, who owns Hot 97 and shit. You know, the syndicated radio shit. I guess sponsored, took over the event. So it wasn't like, because I had done Super Bowl in like 03 and I got fucking robbed in that one. That was ridiculous. But they were very hateful towards New York artists up in Boston. They were very biased. Nobody from New York outside of me ever won Super Bowl. But they moved it. They made it like a little more commercial and fucking moved it to this big fucking kind of pretty venue. It was kind of whack. It used to be at the fucking Middle East, which was dope. And put it into this like nicer upscale venue, which was horrible. Had these, you know, kind of like celebrity judges sort of thing, record label judges. I knew a couple of them, but they didn't know what they were talking about. How are they going to judge a battle? And, but the way they got people to care is because they were putting up $5,000 as the prize, which was, I think Super Bowl was pretty good though. I think he won like a G at the underground Super Bowl. So it was always like something people would want to do is go do Super Bowl. It's, you know, $1,000, nice to win battling. And they put up 5Gs, so I was like, I'm going to that's my shit. I'm taking that money home. Fuck that.
How many rounds did you go?
And it was cool. It was a lackluster battle. It was, I don't know, what versus Rhymefest?
No, before you got to Rhymefest.
I want to say 3. I want to say it was like first, second, semifinals, finals, I want to say. I think.
At this time, he was already writing for Kanye, right?
Yeah, I said that to him.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, you wrote Jesus Walks. Why the fuck are you still battling? You know? he rebutted it, though. It was a good battle. It was pretty good.
Did you know about him before? Before then, though, like really well, you knew. About him?
Yeah. I knew who he was. I knew he was good. You know. I definitely knew who he was. I had seen some, you know, videos, early battle footage of him battling and shit. He was nasty off the head, you know. Very nice. He was good. He was definitely good. And then I had known, like, stuff about him. He, like, battled Eminem and, you know, people had heard at that point. You know, message boards were popping back then. People talked, you know, you knew who the who's who was at this point.
Do you think, was he really mad when he lost?
Probably. I would have been. I would have been pissed. Fuck. I want that money, you know?
But you guys didn't have any conversation about it or anything?
I don't remember, but I'm sure we did because there was like this was a really nice venue, like really nice, and then upstairs was like a whole private bar room, like VIP area where everybody went up after that was in the event. Like KRS-One performed at like an intermission of the event, and I mean, to this day, I'll hold to my opinion that he's a dick, fucking because when we were chilling with him, he's back there. The way he was asking questions was really condescending. I thought he was a dick. But I'm sure I shot the shit with Rhymefest that night. We were all just drinking. They were giving us free alcohol, so I was up there getting fucked up, hanging out.
Wait, what was so bad about the way he was asking questions? Like, give an example of the question.
Because he was trying to imply that people weren't freestyling because we're better than him now.
Oh.
Because it evolved, and he can't understand like how he's like, how do you come up with stuff like that if you're freestyling? Like he was implying and alluding that we're not, like we're writing our shit and pretending to freestyle. Whereas I'm like, how would I write that I'm talking about the judge's fur coat? How would I write that?
Right.
I was like, and I basically by the end of it, I was like, it's just what we do, man. Maybe you need to pay more attention to what's going on now. And I walked away and I was just like, that guy's a fucking dick. He did. He just gave me dickish vibes. I was like, fucking, he's a dick. I don't know.